Chase Fawcett, Luke Simpson, and Riley Ignacio Cameron in the early morning hours of December 10th on Shore Road. An investigation conducted by the Maine State Police found that alcohol and speed were factors in the crash. Maine State Police say this is not the first time the defendant has been connected to alcohol-related incidents. They say Gonzalez Ratting was in the passenger seat of a car stopped on Shore Road a month prior for going 90 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. Police say he allegedly threw bottles out of the car during a traffic stop. Gonzalez Ratting is currently being held on a $5,000 cash bail and is ordered to not have contact with the surviving victims, their families, and anyone involved in the case. He will appear in Hancock County District Court in August. In Ellsworth, Matthew Juronsik reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, police are currently on the scene of what they're calling a, quote, armed incident in Auburn. The incident is taking place on Gillender Avenue. Police say they've evacuated some neighbors and told others to shelter in place until further notice. The surrounding area has been temporarily closed off to traffic. We'll keep you updated as we learn more about the incident.
A Hamden man is charged with burglarizing 4 Bangor businesses. 36-year-old Christopher Archer was arrested on April 28th. Bangor Police Public Information Officer Sergeant Jason McCambly says officers responded to a call about a burglary at Hammond Lumber. They found tarps covering stolen items from the business behind Hammond Lumber. McCambly says while they were searching the area, they encountered Archer riding an ATV in a grassy area between 2 businesses. When officers identified themselves and tried to approach Archer, he fled on foot. He was caught after a brief pursuit. McCambly says the ATV he was riding was stolen from another business. After investigations into burglaries at 4 Bangor businesses, Archer is being charged with theft by unauthorized taking, 4 counts of burglary and criminal mischief.
One person is being charged after a confused, nonverbal adult was found wandering in Hollywood Casino in Bangor. A Bangor police officer met with hotel security and the adult female on March 18th. They were only able to get her first name. Hotel security then checked their surveillance footage and saw the woman had come in from the parking garage. They were eventually able to determine which vehicle the woman had been in. Police then contacted a residential home in another part of the state that vehicle was registered to. The woman wandering in the casino was safely transported back to her residential home, and as a result of the investigation on April 29th, 60-year-old Tammy Knowlton of Troy was summoned for endangering the welfare of a dependent person.
The Maine Warden Service continues to search for a missing fisherman whose canoe was found drifting off Pecumcus Lake on Friday. Mark Lottie of the Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife says 62-year-old Lowell Wheaton of Old Town was last in contact with his family on Thursday afternoon as he was heading to his camp on Pecumcus Lake. The Maine Warden Service was later contacted after a canoe with an outboard motor attached was found drifting on the lake. Since then, multiple agencies have searched both the lake and surrounding shorelines and roads. A Maine Warden Service plane and Maine Forest Service helicopter have also been searching the area. The Maine Warden Service dive team is currently on Lake Pecumcus, searching with an underwater ROV and scuba divers. They have been actively searching since late Saturday afternoon. In addition to Inland Fisheries and Wildlife, Maine Forest Service, Maine State Police, and the Passamaquoddy Warden Service are all assisting in that search.
The Augusta State House was overflowing with Mainers in response to a proposed reproductive rights bill. Our Devin Dagnall was there and has the story.
Mainers showed up to the Capitol in droves to voice their opinion on the governor's proposed legislation, LD 1619, an act to improve Maine's reproductive privacy laws. If passed, the bill would make 3 changes to Maine's reproductive rights. It would allow termination at any point in pregnancy as long as it is approved by both the mother and a physician, as well as remove penalties for performing an abortion without specific licensing. It would also require that all abortions be reported to the Department of Human Health and Services and the patient's primary care physician within a month after the procedure. Speaker of the House, Rachel Talbot Ross, says Maine's current reproductive laws are harmful because they do not allow for those seeking abortions to make a completely autonomous decision.
LD 1619 seeks to address that harm and put the decisions about abortion later in pregnancy in the hands of doctors and their patients, not politicians.
Prior to the public hearing, members of the pro-life movement rallied together in the Hall of Flags.
Tell the Judiciary Committee that we reject LD 1619 and that they need to vote it down.
Over 1,000 people registered to speak at the public hearing, both in person and online. Many of those in person were there in opposition to the bill.
The Capitol building is busting at the seams with people who are here just to speak up for life and to say we do not want this radical expansion.
Despite the opposition in the Capitol, one of the co-sponsors of the bill, Laura Supika of Bangor, says she's not deterred.
I don't think that the people that are here today represent the majority of Mainers and their belief on the issue, but I think it's still wonderful when people show up and engage in the legislature and come to Augusta and voice their opinion.
In Augusta, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A note that it is expected that that hearing will continue through the night and into Tuesday morning.
Meanwhile, wind and rain caused issues all over the region thanks to an overnight storm. We sent out our chief photographer, Dave Simpson, to survey the damage. In Newburgh, rushing water took out a culvert on the North Road and made travel through the area a little dicey. And in Brooks, a scary close call when a car carrying 2 people got stuck in floodwaters and was actually swept downstream. A grandmother and her grandson inside that vehicle, they spoke to us. They said they were driving on Littlefield Road when they drifted too far to the left and got stuck in the floodwaters, which quickly began filling up the car.
Filled up quick. It didn't take long to fill up and drift. Drift us down the brook. First time I've seen it flood. Okay. But since I've been here, I've only been here a couple years, but still bad enough.
He says his grandmother was taken to the hospital to be treated for hypothermia, but she was otherwise okay. And then to Waldo and Morrill on Route 131, where water breached a roadway but was still passable for traffic. In general, washouts abounded thanks to the heavy rain, likely triggering more necessary road repairs in the future. Power outages were also an issue thanks to sustained high winds. Versant says they peaked at around 14,000 outages this morning, but those numbers are way down at this point.
We do have more rain coming. We don't see significant winds in the forecast. I can tell you that for restoration progress tonight, we do expect to have most customers online by 10 p.m. tonight. And there are some customers in Hancock County that may be without power overnight tonight.
Well, it was also a messy scene this morning in Norridge Walk. A portion of the river road actually looked like a river when floodwaters spilled over it. The town posted these photos this morning saying the road was closed to traffic and drivers needed to find another route. Officials had hoped to reopen the road when the water receded later today, but they'll have to make sure it hasn't been compromised by the flooding. As you can see, part of the shoulder has already been washed away.
And Bar Harbor also seeing destruction caused by this storm. People had to scurry early this morning to secure a large dock that broke free during the storm. Robert Higgins shared these photos of several sections of dock that came off its mooring. They had to work quickly to tie ropes onto the expensive docking as they were being battered along the shoreline. It is unclear about the extent of the damage, but it certainly would have been a lot worse without some quick thinking and actions there.
Well, for sure, and we did a quick check of the outage count shortly before the show.
Yep.
Still looking like around 4,000 Versant customers without power. A lot of those, as Marissa Miner said, in Hancock County. So something that we'll be monitoring throughout the rest of the weekend.
Yeah.
Those heavy winds can be very problematic on multiple levels.
Yeah, we see that a lot of the time around the state, and
Yeah.
definitely seeing it with this latest round of storms.
All right, well, here's hoping it doesn't last much longer. Let's go ahead and get a quick check of our forecast and find out.
Thank you so much, Beth and Peter. Our first weather today is brought to you by Kings Mountain RC. Check out our new location on South Main Street in Brewer. Okay, what a day out there today. Overcast once again. We do have a couple of sprinkles in the region. Most of the heavier rain is well up north and out of the area for now, but we are entering an active weather pattern the next several days. More rain and windy conditions as well. We're looking at 15-mile-an-hour sustained winds here in town. The coast, look at that. Some spots close to even 20 miles per hour. Wind gusts much stronger than that. So get ready and hold your hats, folks. Temperatures, though, not looking too bad. Still slightly below average, hovering in those upper 50s to mid 50s by the coast, with a little bit of that rain still lingering in the area. Tonight, though, things will be improving as temperatures continue to cool off, hovering in the 40s. Beth and Peter?
Alrighty, Conrad, thanks so much. Well, coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, Miguel's Mexican restaurant in Bangor stepping up to help the daughter of an employee who passed away.
And the town of Cornish has a certified death doula. We'll speak to her and have much more with that conversation as ABC 7 News at 6 comes right back.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
there's no reason to be overwhelmed. No. We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Mossy Ledge Spirits is a true hidden gem in Etna. Located just 3 miles off I-95, exit 167, we are home to tastings, tours, cocktails, to-go drinks, bottles, live music, minis, and priceless memories. You're sure to fall in love with our handcrafted, unique, and deliciously clean-tasting spirits and feel right at home in our family-friendly environment. Mossy's Mobile Spirits is offering mobile bar service for weddings and large events. So enjoy some pizza and raise the glass here at Mossy Ledge Spirits.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Miguel's Mexican restaurant in Bangor stepped up in a big way to support a family in need. After one of his former employees, Ashley Bloomer, unexpectedly passed away, restaurant general manager Kevin Miller decided to coordinate a fundraiser in her honor known as Good Neighbor Night. Miller says 10% of today's proceeds will be donated to a college fund for Ashley's daughter, Kennedy.
I've always been about community and trying to help out, and obviously this hits really close to home.
Well, those who knew Ashley called her a gentle soul and someone who always helped others in need. Ashley's mother, Janet, says she's thankful to Miguel's for honoring her daughter's memory in a special way.
I'm overwhelmed all the time, so just a very, really wonderful thing for Miguel's to do.
Miller says, as of early this afternoon, Miller's had told us that the fundraiser had hit $2,000 from patrons and he expects this number to increase with donations from local businesses and community members as well. Miller expects to bring back the Good Neighbor Night fundraiser every year.
Well, a woman from Western Maine is helping make the final wishes of those nearing the end of their lives come true. Molly Bones Nelson is a certified death doula in the town of Cornish. Nelson says her job does not entail caretaking or distributing distributing medications. Instead, she helps her clients map out how to share their terminal diagnosis with others. She also helps them fulfill their wishes of where they'd like to be buried and who they want present when they take their last breath.
So you could say, I want to die in my house, or I'd rather die in the hospital, or wherever you want to die. And then we set it up exactly how you want it to the best of our ability. You may say, no matter what, Uncle so-and-so can't be there. And then your people might say to me, well, I love that guy. Why can't he come? And I'll say, none of your business, dude.
To learn more about Nelson and the job of a death doula, you can log on to her website, mollybones.com.
Well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, the Make-A-Wish Foundation and a local Maine business partnered to grant a young boy's wish earlier today. Our AJ Douglas will have details.
And in sports, Nokomis Regional High School has a new fly fishing class in their curriculum. How it goes beyond just trips down to the stream. That story after the break.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
Key Appliance, we hold the key to savings.
Raise your flag this spring with a new flag from Flags for Patriots in Bangor, providing flags for your home, state, business, or organization. We stock flags from all states and many countries, banners, bunting, poles, and accessories. Visit our website and order your new flag today.
Maine is a one-of-a-kind beautiful state, and there's no better way to see it than from the air. Fletcher Mountain Aviation offers an aerial experience like no other, featuring seaplane flights where you will see the best views in Maine from the air and land on Maine's most beautiful lakes. An experience you will never forget, with views from the northern Maine woods, Moosehead Lake, and Katahdin regions. Come fly and see our beautiful state from the sky with Fletcher Mountain Aviation. Visit our website here or scan the QR code to book your flight today.
A better banking app is right at your fingertips. Download Dave, and you can get up to $500 instantly, right through your phone. There's no interest, no credit checks, and no late fees. Because getting help shouldn't set you back. Ditch the big banks and trust the bear to get up to $500 instantly. Download the Dave app now or go to dave.com today.
It's time for the ultimate shopping experience, Harvey RV and Marine's 22nd annual open house. This Thursday, May 4th through Saturday, May 6th. Unbeatable deals on over 6 acres of RVs and boats, including the new lineup of Scarab and Manitou boats. Knowledgeable manufacturer reps will be on hand, and Mainly Pastures food truck will be there Friday and Saturday. Daily door prizes, special rate financing, plus nearly all parts are 20% off. It's the biggest sales event of the year. Harvey RV and Marine's annual open house, Outer Broadway, Bangor.
Living in Maine, many things stick with you throughout your life. If you're far from home or you're missing those things, then Box of Maine is for you. Shipping nationwide for corporate businesses or individuals, Box of Maine gives everyone their own personal taste of our great state. And a portion of every box we sell goes directly to local nonprofits. Have you visited the gift shop yet? Filled to the brim with everything you find in our boxes, you can pick what you need or even create your own box. Stop by for perfect Maine gifts today at Box of Maine.
Tonight's sports is brought to you by AC Electric Corp. AC Electric is looking for an experienced motor shop technician at their Bangor location. If interested, give them a call to
Hey everybody, Ryan Sudol here. Thank you so much for joining us. Nokomis Regional High School has a new fly fishing class. That's where we're going to head for our first story of the day. It made its debut this semester, and it's more than just an excuse to hang out by the water. Take a look.
It's nice to just come out with a great group of guys, kind of chill out by the water, and it's nice and relaxing.
Nokomis Regional High School has a new class in their curriculum, and it's a real catch. Fly fishing.
The weather's beautiful, it's warm out, and then you're just out here spending time with people and who like the same type of stuff.
First-year English teacher Nick Miller is the one who spearheaded the course, and it all started with a simple question from the school's principal during his job interview.
If I could come up with an elective course doing anything that I wanted, what would it be? And I said fly fishing because I love to fly fish. She said, sounds awesome.
All he needed was some heads to fill the class. But that wasn't much of an issue.
Well, I love fishing, and I've really never tried fly fishing before, so I decided that I'd try it out.
One of the other English teachers, she's like, oh, we're having a new fly fishing class. So then I instantly started emailing the guidance counselors to get into the class instead of taking like poetry.
But it's not all field trips like this one. The classroom takes up much of their time. It is technically an English course after all.
We read some of the great writers in fly fishing. We've learned about some of the science behind fly fishing. Lately we've been studying Maine's native fish species, where they live, what the threats are to them.
But beyond all of that, Miller sees the class as a way to cultivate a passion that the kids may carry on for years to come.
I think this is a great lifetime sport. To give kids sort of the basic tools to be able to do that, I think will pay dividends for them in terms of just living a fulfilled life.
And they are well on board.
I plan on taking it on. I inherited a couple of fishing poles and a whole set of waders. Really like it.
I've definitely learned a lot, and it's put a new interest in for me, because like tying flies is a new interest, and like going out and actually fishing them, it's kind of like a whole new like life experience.
So cool. Speaking of cold, let's go to the ice. Bruins fans, I know you don't want to hear about it or see it again, but we have to talk about it, so let's just get to it. Last night, the Bruins lost in overtime in Game 7 of the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs to the Florida Panthers. This comes after having a 3-1 series lead and breaking the all-time regular season points record. It was an emotional moment for many, but perhaps no one felt it more than Patrice Bergeron. After the game, he embraced his teammates and saluted the fans at the Garden. Was this a hint he had played his last game? The 18-year vet still says he has thinking to do.
I got to take some time and talk with the family and go from there, you know. Right now it's hard to process anything, right? It's, obviously we're shocked and disappointed, and so that's it.
That's all the time we have. I wish we had a better way to end that. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Our main weather today is brought to you by Key Appliance. Sales and service for major brands including GE, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, and more. We hold the key to savings. Okay, folks, welcome in and take a look at this. A little bit more rain out there today. Not a big rain event, but still some on and off drizzles and sprinkles all over the area. Very slow moving system. The main part is pretty much right over Michigan right now and still producing some very heavy snow in Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, all the way up into the UP, where several inches of snowfall are still possible overnight tonight into tomorrow. For us, though, much warmer temperatures all the way from Canada down into PA and close to Washington, D.C. Scattered rain showers will be in the area the next several days. It's not going to be a downpour of an event, but on and off scattered rain showers will be all throughout the area the next several days. Maybe even a couple of wet snowflakes might be mixing in and by Greenville, Millinocket area, but this is mostly going to be a rain event. We're looking at maybe half an inch in some spots, especially just west of town, Augusta area and north. Here in town, maybe a quarter of an inch, and same story by the coast and just east of town as well. Visibilities are not looking too bad right now. They are improving. Millinocket was at 4, now they're at 10. Here in town, though, we're not looking at much, just some thicker clouds in the area right now. It's also a little bit windy, folks. 15 mile an hour sustained winds here in town. The coast, Rockland, all the way right through Bar Harbor, we're looking at close to 20 miles per hour. So with a little bit of rain in the region, some sprinkles, not the nicest day. Winds will actually once again be on the breezy end by tomorrow afternoon. And then finally, starting Wednesday, things will be calming down. But hey, look at these waves. Wow. 12-foot waves here right outside of town, and we're looking at 11-foot waves just outside of the Boston area. So this storm will continue to produce a lot of waves the next several days. Temperatures, though, they have been cold all up in the Midwest, upper Midwest. Chicago's only in the 40s. Their average high should be close to 70 degrees, so well below average temperatures all over the Midwest. For us, not too bad. Tonight, we're looking at temperatures around 42, partly cloudy skies. skies. We will have some morning dense fog, so please be careful when you're driving to school or work. Tomorrow, though, temperatures around 58 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, some afternoon sprinkles as well with that breeze all throughout the area. Our extended forecast outlook does show a pretty active weather pattern the next several days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday into Friday, we will have scattered rain showers, temperatures in the 40s and then those mid 50s. But look what happens by the weekend. Finally, we start to improve. We'll see sunshine with temperatures back in the 60s.
Little bummed to see rain all week. I'm kind of hoping that we'll change, maybe shift a little bit at some point.
Yeah, and you know, today was one of those rain days, but we did see the sun peek out for a bit earlier. So
yeah, for sure.
So here's hoping we'll get those pockets of sunshine, but altogether a good week to get your inside spring cleaning done.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, still more to come. Stay with us.
Upgrade your outdoor living space with TimberTech decking and railing by AZEK. The low-maintenance decking with the look of natural wood. TimberTech is everything wood should be. TimberTech railings provide safety while adding a beautiful finish. Your Hammond sales rep will help you with your selections and design planning, and Hammond delivers from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. For the look of real wood that lasts a lifetime, choose TimberTech by AZEK from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive contains ALA to relieve nerve aches and B-complex vitamins to fortify healthy nerves. Try Nervive and try Nervive Pain Relieving Roll-On.
Look at the skin, baby. She is glowing. She is 1 of 1.
With new Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash, 95% of women had visibly better skin.
My skin is so much more moisturized.
See the difference with Olay.
Time to get to the Toyota Spring Sales Event for affordable 3.99% financing on a luxurious Highlander. So come get your savings, then get out there. Toyota, let's go places.
The lives we lead, the journey that defines us, the dedication, passion, and teamwork in everything we do, driven by the things we love. From the visions that lead us, the feelings that inspire us, to the roads that bring us together, Coastal Auto Parts, 29 locations in Maine, will get you to the moments that matter most. Get what you need to keep you firing on all cylinders when you sign up for Napa Rewards. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
May is for moms, and this Mother's Day, our local mom-owned businesses have teamed up to celebrate you with this amazing giveaway. Enter to win a luxurious spa service at Marilyn Monroe Spas.
Free laundry service from the Laundry Basket.
A delicious dessert at Happy Endings Dessert and Martini Bar. A month-long membership to Evolve Fitness.
And $100 towards any IV vitamin infusion or weight loss service at Riverlight Restorative Health. To enter, visit our Facebook pages, scan the QR code, or stop by any of our locations.
Happy Mother's Day from us to you.
This week, the severe flooding impacting millions. Plus, he's already king. Now the world gets to see him crowned inside the historic coronation of King Charles III. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David.
Make-A-Wish Maine partnered with Harvey RV and Marine to grant a young boy's big wish. Our AJ Douglas was there when 5-year-old Grayson's wish came true.
Back in February, 5-year-old Grayson with them received the ultimate gift of a kidney transplant. Now Make-A-Wish Maine is ready to help him celebrate after months of successful recovery.
We're really in the business of hope, and we know that giving kids something positive to look forward to can make them feel better.
Make-A-Wish Maine and Harvey RV and Marine partner to help children facing major medical needs find joy through the gift of a brand new camper. Organizers say around 20 children have been gifted campers throughout their more than decade-long partnership.
Grayson and his family love camping, but haven't had a camper of their own. So when he had a chance for a wish, he wished for his own pop-up camper.
He goes camping all summer, every summer. I'd rather be in a camper than in a house.
Grayson's family says he's excited and ready to break in the new camper.
So much energy. It's
In Glenburn, AJ Douglas for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Wow.
He is excited, and it is wonderful to see.
We love Grayson's energy.
Yes,
and
we do.
I hope that he has a fantastic summer ahead in that new camper. There's so much to explore around this area, so hoping he gets to do all that.
Maybe somebody should gift Mom and Dad some vitamins to keep up with him.
Seriously?
They're going to need it. He's ready. He's ready for some camping fun.
I think so.
Alrighty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.